Is a week of food I made my husband for lunch to stop him from spending a small fortune on food in London. On Sunday, I had a huge cook-up making some bread and focaccia for sandwiches. I also made some yogurt-topped flapjacks, and this will all just help me save time during the week. Monday's sandwich was egg salad in focaccia bread, and I made the children just some egg mayonnaise on its own. I made myself one too because I was working the next day. He's a roofer and it gets so cold up there, so I made him a hot mocha and some leek and potato soup to warm him up. A little tip is to pre-warm your flask with boiling water before you put the soup in, and it makes it stay hotter for longer. Since he was no longer going to the cafe every morning, he'd asked me to make him some more breakfasty style sandwiches. So I cooked up some bacon, and I still had some eggs from the day before, and I made this amazing focaccia bacon and egg sandwich. I also made him PB&J sandwiches, but he came home with them still in his lunchbox and asked me to never make them for him again, so I'm guessing they didn't go down too well. But he did request some more focaccia for his sandwich bread, and I can't resist because focaccia sandwich is amazing. Just look at that wobble. Wednesday's sandwich was my version of the viral Joe and the Juice tuna cardo. My husband is completely spice phobic, so when I add sriracha to his sandwiches and he doesn't notice, I get such a kick. For Thursday's lunch, I roasted some chicken breasts and made sure to save the juices as always to use in a chicken stock later. I'm really careful not to overcook chicken breast because it can go dry very easily. This was the chicken, tomato and pesto focaccia sandwich, and I would have loved to add mozzarella, but I didn't have any. I'd done a food shop that day, so he had all the best snacks, and that night he ran me a bath and told me he'd make his own lunch the next day so I could have a night off. But I couldn't help myself, and the next morning I had to check what he'd made and noticed he'd put the sandwich bread on the wrong way round, so obviously that had to be corrected. And I gave him some spare cakes I'd made practicing the Valentine's Day designs. Thanks so much for watching. Like and follow for more.